Wheelbase, one of the cleanest Chevy pickups you'll ever seen. He had restored the whole truck, but he didn't drive it much because it had no manual trans, didn't run good. Especially the price of fuel, the mileage was really bad in it. But then he bought a new Chevy pickup, and so his new Chevy pickup got such good mileage with the 5.3 and everything. He told me to try to find him a late model 5.3, and so we found him one out of an 07 that had no miles on it. And so it really turned out good. Of course, we wanted to get the fuel tank out of the back of the cab, so we got a Rock Valley tank and put it under the bed. And notice under his mat, we just got a door to where he can get to it to fill it. Makes it handy. Price of fuel now, you got everybody stealing fuel out of vehicles, so they're going to be kind of hard to find this one. But it's really a clean truck. If you notice right here on the driver's side rear of the cab, how we took and filled the hole. Steve did that and really did a good job. It looks like there never was a hole there for the tank. But with the 5.3, now keep in mind everything since 03 is drive-by-wire. And we were going to use his original radiator, but it was so old and corroded, we decided to put a new Griffin into it, and then that lets us put both outlets on the passenger side here. Of course, he wanted to keep it as factory as possible. He just wanted to go and no show, so it's got the factory alternator and power steering on it. You notice how we hooked up the air for him, and we made a little guard, James did here, to cover the belt so there wouldn't be no chance. And these are the new Spectrum filters we do. We have them in 6 and 10 and in blue or red. Of course, this uses the 5-pin mass airflow, so we got our elbow right here where it's getting fresh air. And we were able to use, this got a 4L65 behind it. And so he wanted stock exhaust and no header, so we got some Camaros exhaust manifolds. Notice here where we made the little block offs. We have those block offs if you need them. And you can see where we run the transcooler. When we do the cross flow radiator with both outlets on the passenger side, we put the tranny cooler on the driver's side. So we were able to use some original type lines and just run them up and connect onto it. We put 2 of those 10-inch fans on it, and it really cools good and works good. This really made a nice truck. He just drives it more now than he does his new pickup. We use one of our 55, 57 aluminum condensers, and so that lets the air really work good. It used one of our dryers with all O-ring fittings, so it just really makes a neat swap. And so I think what you're going to find now is just a lot of these where they're putting a 5.3 in your older truck. You're going to get you 22, probably 22 miles a gallon, still with the low gears and have the good performance and drivability. And this will make a truck you can drive to work every day and still get the good mileage and still have a nice piece that still won't go down in value, and it just really makes a nice swap. You notice all your motors now are drive-by-wire, and this is the late model truck drive-by-wire throttle body since 03. Now, another thing we've got to know, again, I keep telling you, on 03 and later truck motors, we've got to know the style of the injectors you have for doing the harness. Because there's flex fuel injectors, the old style injector and the new T-style injector. And so if you go to the catalog or on the web, it'll show you about that. And so we use the regular TAC module. On this one, James mounted the TAC module and the computer behind the glove box where it'd be out of sight. And of course, being drive-by-wire, we use the 07 truck gas pedal. And it really worked out good. So it's just like I always said, be sure to get the gas pedal, the TAC module, the mass airflow, and the computer and the oxygen sensors when you're doing it. And if you want to do emission legal, we can even do emission legal on your late model stuff in California and still get you the good mileage. But boy, of course, we put I did it steering column in this for Bill, and it just really made a nice truck when it was all done. And if you will, we got another little 72 we're doing for a high school boy. We'll put the truck motor in. It's going to make a nice package too. We'll show it to you next. Stay tuned and go to the web for a lot more information.